quiet down, we're going to start the meeting. This is a regular meeting of the Township of Washington in accordance with the requirements of the New Jersey statutes regarding open public meetings. Notice of this meeting was legally advertised in the Courier Post and the South Jersey Times and posted on the bulletin board in the municipal building. Fire exits are located through the double doors on your left and your right. Please silence all mobile devices. This meeting is being videotaped. Anyone who does not wish to be seen on television may be excused. This will be shown on Channel 9 and on Verizon Channel 36 every week, Sunday at 9 p.m., Wednesday at 7 p.m., Friday at 10 p.m., and Saturday at 10 p.m., and will continue until the next meeting. Flag salute. Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Roll call.
Mrs. Stockton? Here. Mrs. Pasqualone?
She's excused.
Mrs. Williams? Here. Mr. Longfellow?
Here.
Mr. Perry?
Here.
Mayor Gattinelli?
Here.
Mrs. Platt?
Here.
Mr. Johnson?
Okay, we're going to begin now with the mayoral presentations and proclamations.
All right, good evening. So we're going to start with our calendar winners. We have our children from our elementary school here with us this evening. When I announce your name, I'm just going to ask you to come up and see me to get your certificate and a little prize that we had given you. I want to thank everybody for their participation. I want to thank all the art teachers who helped us through this. This is a calendar that we've been doing for the last few years, and we love the participation with the elementary school kids. So I want to thank all the parents for coming out tonight, all the children for their participation, and I'm excited for you to see what your children have accomplished, as well as the school in which they go to and what they have done for them. They've really brought their artistic nature to every single picture that was offered to us, and we're very excited about it. You'll see that that'll be out probably the end of January. I'm thinking if it comes out sooner, you'll be notified. All parents, you'll get your pictures back. But for right now, we're going to utilize it so we can get that calendar going. So I want to thank everybody for their participation and all the children that are here this evening. So we're going to start out. We'll ask Jaden Nuno to come up. Thank you, Jaden. Hold on to that. That's a little something for you. Thank you. Next, we're going to ask Avery Keenan to come up. We have a Christmas angel here. That is for you. Thank you. Michael Gurman. Madeline Philip?
Feline.
Feline, I did it. Thank you. Allison Reinhurst. Carter Flexen. Julian Smith. Luke Bickett. Haley Messick. Ethan Rosenblatt. And Amelia Dostilio. Just so that you know, for those that are in the audience, we actually took pictures beforehand, so I just wanted you to know that. So we did take advantage of that with the families, with the pictures, with the certificate, just that everybody knows, okay? We truly appreciate what all the children have done. So now we are going to announce all the art teachers. We have a few that are here this evening. I'm going to ask Sharon Stewart from Herfield to come up. Courtney Stump. Lisa Compaglia. Richard Herzog. And Richard Wolf. We do have two teachers that were unable to make it this evening, Nicole Schmidt and Amy Colella. So we will be sending that home with one of the art teachers so that they have that. We greatly appreciate everything that you do and participating in this with us. I know it's not an easy task gathering everyone together to try and do this, but we really appreciate you helping us with that. It's a collaborative effort. We love getting the community involved. We love when the students get involved with the programs that we have here. And I think everybody's just going to enjoy it. There's some beautiful artwork that's in there and a lot of talented children in the town. So I want to thank everybody for coming out for that tonight. Now we do have a proclamation tonight for Eagle Scout Court of Honor for Kenneth Whipke. I am unsure as to whether or not he is here. I know that he said he was going to be here. If not, I'm just going to read this out loud and we will make sure that he does receive this. So, Township of Washington Proclamation, Eagle Scout Court of Honor for Kenneth Whipke III. The Mayor of Washington Township and members of the Township Council wish to recognize Kenneth C. Whipke III, Scout Troop 81, for completing his Eagle Scout Order of the Arrow on May 19, 2018. On April 7, 2013, at the age of 11, Kenny joined Boy Scout Troop 81 and has received several awards, including Arrow of Light, Polar Bear Club, ATV Safety, and Toot and Ship. He has earned 31 merit badges, hiked 8 miles, completed over 100 hours of service, and over 130 camp nights. The Eagle project that Kenny chose was to install 36 new row markers and 6 new benches at the Gloucester County Veterans Memorial Cemetery. In this project, he exposed existing row markers that were overgrown and in need of cleaning, making them more visible. Kenny wishes to continue to be involved with scouting and hopes his troop will strive for new goals and give the world more great leaders. There it be resolved that I, Mayor Joanne Gattinelli, and the members of Washington Township Council on this 18th day of December 2019 do hereby recognize Kenneth C. Whipke III as a leader within our community and congratulate him for achieving the rank of Eagle Scout. Congratulations. We have a special friend in the audience tonight. I'm going to ask my friend Jordan Slippy Mensah to come up and see me tonight. So Jordan and I met the other night. We were at the Magic of Christmas together over at the old Stone House. Jordan's got a great story. Jordan has been helping others for the last 3-4 years, what we 5, right? So what Jordan does is he actually has a hot cocoa stand that he was able to bring in over $4,000 to be able to help the children over at Shop have a great Christmas. He actually went out and bought all the gifts for the children and also brought them over to the Children's Hospital of Philadelphia to share in Christmas with them. I want everybody to stand up and applaud this young man. He's 8 years old. 8 years old. Jordan Slippy Mensoff is a second grade student at Whitman Elementary School and a resident of Washington Township. He had a wish for every child to have gifts at Christmas and decided to sell hot cocoa on his street to his friends, family, and the community. Jordan began this endeavor when he was just 5 years old in kindergarten with the intention to make this world a better place. Through his efforts, he raised over $1,000 the first year. During the second year, he raised $2,300, and this year he brought in over $4,100. Jordan uses the money collected to purchase an array of toys and gifts for Toys for Tots, Children's Hospital of Philadelphia, and for local families in need. There be it resolved that I, Mayor Joanne Gattinelli, and the members of Washington Township Council, on this 18th day of December 2019, do hereby extend our sincere appreciation to you, Jordan, and commend him for his giving spirit and commitment to helping to brighten the lives of so many children who are less fortunate. Again, a nice round of applause to him.
Very nice job. Oh my gosh, that's so impressive.
You stand in the middle. That's it.
Okay, folks, we're taking like a 5-minute break, so anybody who wants to leave can go. Don't want to hold you here all night.
Let me run in my own.
You're welcome. Thanks, guys.
Thank you.
Is it chat?
Do you need help?
Hi, how are you? I said Laura's in favor.
Oh my God.
Yes.
Wow.
She just got her. Brett just texted me. She's
Okay, folks, we're going to start up again.
Good evening again. Tonight we are going to award our Festival of Lights winners this evening. I appreciate you guys coming out tonight as well. This was a fun event. This was something that was put together a few months ago. We thought we'd bring something to the town that's fun, bringing the community together, and really showing off what we can do as a town to represent what we want at our own home at this most festive time of year. So myself, council, a few other members had gone out the other night. There were 35 participants altogether. It was a very difficult decision throughout the night. We had a few themes here that we had to work on. We put a lot of thought into it, and these are the winners that we've come up with. So I'm going to ask, my choice was 29 Meadowview. I'm going to ask Steve Cuccinata to come up. I want to thank you for doing that.
Thank you.
What a great surprise walking over. Very nice to see you. Hi, guys. Thank you for coming out tonight. Well, guess what? Look what Daddy just won. Daddy won this big. Is this going in your room? No? It's going in your room now? Maybe? Okay. So this is just our thank you for participating. You won the mayor's choice, and we've got a little gift basket for you to enjoy.
Thank you
This is
very
for
much.
you. You're welcome. We'll get a little help. Can you get a picture?
Oh yeah, that might help. Hold it.
All that hard work, right?
That's what she meant.
Thank you so
Thank
much.
you guys so much.
I appreciate your participation.
All right, so next, we have the Clark Griswold Award. 7 Mansfield. Stephanie and Patricia Reyes. Thank you. Yes. All right, you want to talk about lights, competition? We got the Griswold Award. This is for you. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Is that going in your room? Yeah.
That's going to my room. You already took
Is that going in somebody's room?
Go to my office.
There you go. Congratulations. Well done. Well done. Thank you much.
We have Best in Show. I'm going to ask 22 Renfield to come up. Jeff Novak. Oh, there you go.
I'd love to. My wife and daughter couldn't make it. No, she's not going. My daughter might get it. I know. Anything? Where do you want me?
Come around.
Thank you.
All right. right, now we're going to ask most creative to come up. We have 30 Haddock, Andrew, and Pat DeLisi. Trish.
Who made them? You made them?
Yeah, that's great.
So one of the things that we looked at, if you get a chance to get out and see this, if you can go past 30 Haddock, Andy here actually drew, cut out, and I'm going to say put out, all the characters that are out there. So he actually did that himself. So when everyone got off the bus, they were looking at it because of all the different characters and everything that they were out there. But they were unaware of it, that he actually drew, designed, and painted, and did everything on his own. So that was very special to all of us. So I want to thank you for doing that, and I appreciate you coming out and bringing the family. So we're just going to take a quick picture, if that's okay. This is for you. Trophy. And we may have to go.
Taking orders.
Thank you so much. I'm going to ask most original, 19 Pinot Court, Chuck Donahue.
Thank you. So cool. Love seeing it.
Whatever superimposed sand.
And we're going to ask Fran Kinsel to come up for best use of theme, 142 Mimosa. Thank you so much. Okay, so this night would not be complete without having an honorable mention. And the reason why we did that is that this individual does so much for so many, so often. We drove around, there were 35 participants, and we really thought this through as far as what we saw, the categories that they were, and it's a very hard decision. There was a lot to see. There were 35 participants. We knew there were going to be winners, and we knew there were going to be some that didn't win. So what I wanted to do was, I wanted to make mention of one home that was on our list. And as we drove by, we knew that it would be something special. We just didn't know how special it would be. So I want to give you a little background. There's a gentleman in the office, there's a gentleman in the audience right now. He's one of our residents as well as a business owner. And he started a foundation about 10 years ago. I'm speaking about Martino Cartier. He's got a salon in town. He works hard, all hours of the day and night. He's the founder of Wigs and Wishes. And when we pulled up to his home, he had a hanging Santa, which is fun. He had some fashion, which is surprising. He had music, but he had real life on his property. He had a picture of himself and a young girl that was fighting cancer. It was projected on his garage, and it took us all a little back. What category do you put that in? That's something special. That's nothing that we could have thought that we would see when we pulled up to that home. I want to thank you for what you did and all the time and effort that you put into the thought of that. But what really brought me back and home was the fact that you thought not of yourself, but others. And to make sure that this time of year, that folks knew what you do and what your foundation is about. And I want to applaud you for that. And I want to thank you for doing it your way. That was your way to do that, and we appreciate that. And that's why I needed to make sure that we gave you that honorable recognition. No one up here knew this. This is from me to you because I wanted you to know that no good deed, goes undone. You do so much for so many, and we wanted to recognize you tonight. It's a fun participation, but this was more real life, and I wanted to make sure that you knew that we're aware of that, and we appreciate everything that you've done and do for so many. So I'm going to ask you to come up here and receive this award from us, Martina. Thank you.
Yeah, for sure. Thank you. Sure. You got it. Sure. Mike, Joe, you guys helped hang the 250,000 lights, so you come up and get in the picture too. Gianna, you too.
Yes.
So you guys pictures back. Move this chair a little further down.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Yeah, for sure.
Okay, we'll take another couple minutes if there's anybody that wants to leave at this time before we start the rest of the meeting. Thank you.
You're out.
It's gonna feel a lot.
Okay, we're going to start up again. We We now have a economic development update by Nancy.
Good evening. Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Tonight I present to you activities undertaken in 2019 by the Office of Economic Development. We began the year laser focused on assisting new businesses interested in committing to Washington Township. Early in the year and at the Mayor's direction, we conducted a successful property roadshow to alert brokers and commercial real estate to our vacant buildings and storefronts. Next year, we will again conduct at least one and possibly two roadshows to help minimize vacancy. Through networking and marketing, we widened the scope of knowledge in our Shop Washington program and gained new members. An EDC sponsorship program was created late 2018 into 2019 to secure funds for various projects throughout town to highlight business. Multiple events were created and conducted to encourage collaboration with the Chamber, County EDC, our largest employers, land use attorneys, women in business, and our township engineer with respect to our new GIS mapping system. Through these efforts, we have seen a robust amount of activity in 2019, such as important openings taking place in the medical sector, further bolstering Washington Township's designation as South Jersey's largest medical hub. We saw the completion of Jefferson's parking garage and the rapid pace of construction of Jefferson's building extension. Openings from Rothman Orthopedics and Heart House, with annual patient visits estimated at 220,000 and 100,000 persons respectively. We saw the opening of All American Assisted Living and the construction of another assisted living facility at Woodmont Square Town Center. The construction of medical buildings on Fish Pond Road, the backfill of Kadar Orthodontics building, and early next year's backfill of Rosiri with Penn Medicine, when Rosiri moves into a beautiful new Medi-Spa facility on Gantown Road. Despite a volatile retail environment, Washington Township has seen commitments by new-to-market retailers such as At Home, Chipotle, First Watch, Bear Paddle Swim School, the sale of a liquor distribution license, and the sale of a consumption liquor license granted to Luna Rosa, the sale of Wendy's, openings of pediatric and pet urgent care facilities, McGuff Bus Company, and construction of Lakeview Dental. Notably, most of these businesses are located along the Black Horse Pike. We have an approved new Super Wawa and great restaurants and coffee concepts, which will open in 2020. This is by no means a complete list of new businesses, and it does not stop the attrition happening in the retail world today, with retailers such as AC Moore eliminating all stores in the chain. However, it does speak to the strength of the largest municipality in the county, Washington Township, and its growing daytime population, which is an important metric. Its sizable and growing employee concentrations of its largest employers, Jefferson, Walmart, and Penske Turnersville Auto Mall, and something I cannot emphasize enough, a pro-business administration. In 2019, we held double the number of meetings with developers, landowners, tenants, and executives in the field of higher education than in 2018. I only see positive momentum for 2020, with several meetings already on the books for next year. Lastly, in the latter part of 2019, Council approved a municipal tax incentive to encourage businesses to commit to vacant storefronts. And we are currently dealing with multiple businesses interested in Washington Township simply because of such programs. It's been an active year, but our work here is not done. We will continue to get the message out to brokers, business owners, landlords, and developers that our town is open for business and ready to do whatever we can to encourage businesses to commit to or expand within our great community. And on one final note, this year we actually had two wonderful articles in publications. One was Business View, and the second was most recently in the Chronicle, which is a publication produced by the Southern New Jersey Development Council. Two articles that highlight all the great things that we're doing on the business front in Washington Township. With that, I hand it back over to Councilman Perry.
Thank you, Nancy. Good report. Okay, we're gonna move on to the bill list. Can I get approval of the bill list for December 18, 2018?
Move that motion.
Second?
Anybody have any questions? Roll call?
Mrs. Doherty?
Yes.
Mrs. Williams?
Yes.
Mr. Longfellow?
Yes.
Mr. Perry?
Yes. Moving on to minutes, can I get approval of regular minutes for December 4th, 2019?
Make that motion?
I'll second.
Any discussion on the motion? Roll call?
Mrs. Doherty?
Yes.
Mrs. Williams?
Yes.
Mr. Longfellow?
Yes.
Mr. Perry?
Yes. Okay, moving on to resolutions. The following resolutions are by consent agenda and only require a vote for all listed. Each one must be read by title. If any member of the council wishes to have one removed and heard separately, they need to indicate it prior to the reading of the titles. All right, get ready now. Resolution 287, resolution approving a large gathering application for Calvary Chapel of Gloucester County. Resolution 288, resolution amending resolution 276, canceling taxes for Thomas K. Tate, a totally disabled veteran, from 3 Forest Drive. Resolution 289, resolution canceling taxes for John R. Cleaver, a totally disabled veteran, 325 County House Road, effective December 9th, 2019. Resolution 290, resolution awarding a contract to Revell LLC for managed computer services for Washington Township and the Washington Township Police Department. Resolution 291, resolution of the Township Council of the Township of Washington County of Gloucester, State of New Jersey, calling for a study commission to review the Open Public Records Act. Resolution 292, resolution to close out the municipal clerk petty cash fund of $500 for the fiscal year 2019. Resolution 293, resolution appointing Colette Backage as certified municipal financial officer for the Township of Washington.
Joe, I'm going to give you a breather. I just want to make mention of this particular resolution. Colette, who's my neighbor in the administration wing, I think I speak for everybody up here, I couldn't let this go without saying something. Colette's been absolutely awesome here as our CMFO. She watches every penny and she keeps us all right and regulated. She's just done a phenomenal job. And I've seen her grow professionally in the last 2 years. She's just done a great job for council, for the administration, for the residents of Washington Township. So I just wanted to point that out and give you a breather as well.
Thank you very much, and I agree with everything you said about Colette.
Absolutely.
So it's a great job. Resolution 294, resolution authorizing cancellation of stale dated bank reconciliation items for the Township of Washington police account. Resolution 295, resolution authorizing transfer of budget appropriations. Resolution 296, resolution to rescind resolution 259, authorizing a renewal of an inactive liquor license for Blue House LLC for 2018 and 2019. Resolution 297, resolution to rescind resolution 260, authorizing renewal of an inactive liquor license for Blue House LLC for 2019-2020. Resolution 298, resolution to authorize renewal of an inactive liquor license for Blue House LLC for 2018-2019. Resolution 299, resolution to authorize renewal of an inactive liquor license for Blue House LLC for 2019-2020. Resolution 300, resolution accepting performance guarantees for Kennedy University Hospital Phase 1A in the amount of $576.38. And Phase B1 at 588 Egg Harbor Road. Resolution 301, resolution accepting safety and stabilization bond in the amount of $5,000 and escrow in the amount of $1,585.79 for Sanger Enterprises Incorporated, 4271 Black Horse Pike. Resolution 302, resolution requesting approval of revenue and appropriations from the state of New Jersey for the 2019 Community Development Block Grant, safety and road improvements, and reconstruction to Cape Cod Drive in the amount of $123,374. Resolution 303, resolution authorizing the cancellation of budget appropriation and transferring to the snowstorm fund. I get a motion to approve resolution 287 to 303.
Make the motion.
Second.
Any discussion on this? Roll call?
Mrs. Doherty?
Yes.
Mrs. Williams?
Yes.
Mr. Longfellow?
Yes.
Mr. Perry?
Yes. Okay, we're still on resolutions. Motion to remove resolution 279 from the table. We put this on the table at the last meeting.
Make that motion.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Okay. Resolution 279, resolution authorizing a person-to-person and place-to-place transfer of retail consumption license from Blue House LLC to Nuva Incorporated. You got a motion?
Make that motion.
Second.
Roll call?
Mrs. Doherty?
Yes.
Mrs. Williams?
Yes.
Mr. Longfellow?
Yes.
Mr. Perry?
Yes. Okay, moving on to old business. Any old business?
Nothing.
I have an item that I talked about a couple council meetings ago, and it's basically about scams that are going out. There's two of them that are circulating, and one I got. One is a social security one, where they tell you to call this number, and the second one is Apple. So you might want to let people be known about this, that they don't want to be answering these or following up with it. They're looking for a lot of personal information. New business.
This one.
No.
Okay, reports.
Nothing.
Happy holidays, happy New Year.
I do. I have a few things that I want to go over. It's been a pretty busy month for December, not only the holiday season, but there were a few things that we had rolled down. So I just want to go over, if you are not aware, I wanted to let you know, we have unveiled the Veterans Wall of Honor, which is in the back of the council room. We had a rather large turnout. There was over 400 and some odd folks that came out that were represented. It was a very proud moment. That was December 5th. We had over, I think it was 135 veterans that came out and were represented on the wall, whether they are still with us or not. Their families came out. We had just light refreshments, but it was just such a beautiful thing to see that just in our town alone, there were that many folks that came out to represent their family members, and very proud of it. There were a lot of pictures, there were a lot of old friendships, there were a lot of new friendships, and there were a lot of tears, a lot of folks telling their stories to one another. It was a beautiful night, and that's something that's really what we worked so hard for, was to make sure that we represent them not just that night, not just on certain holidays, but every day. So I just wanted to put it out there, if anybody ever wants to come in and see, come through the front door, let the folks know that you're coming in to see the memorial wall. I'd love for all to come out and see it. It's a beautiful job. It was well done. I applaud everybody that was involved, from our office administration to the Veterans Advisory Board, who helped us get to that moment, to our Public Works Department, to the folks that helped us with the signs, with the plaques itself, and the verbiage that's on the wall. It just means so much to so many. So I just wanted to thank everybody that participated in that. That night, we actually handed out probably 50 more applications, if not more, of folks that want to represent their family member and or themselves on the wall. So keep them coming. We're here for you. We want to put you up on the wall, and we want to represent you. So I thank you for those that came out. On December 7th, we actually changed it up a little bit for our tree lighting. We generally have it on the Friday evening, first Friday evening of December. We had vendors out this time, so it was more or less like a winter wonderland. We still had the hot cocoa, the tents, the warming tents, the cookies. I want to thank everyone that was involved in that as well, and all the sponsors, the sponsorship. It really went a long way. It was another successful night. So the tree is lit. If you check out our webpage, you'll see the times that they're there. So if you want to bring the family out and take some pictures, you're welcome to do that in Washington Lake Park. On December 12th, I was proud to be a part of, and I thank Chief for asking me to be there, but on December 12th, it was Shop with a Cop. There again, you know, here's a special offering that the police department stands up and does every year. They bring young children out, they bring them out shopping for their families that may not have very much, but they have the support of the town, they have the support of the police department, and they have fun, most importantly. It's a joyous occasion. I was there, Council President Joe Perry was there, Chief was there, a lot of the police officers, and just to see the interaction with the police officers, with the children, it's really, you can tell what time of year it is, and it's not just that, it's everything that they do, so all the community outreach that they do, it's the same result. You know, it's helping those that are in need, and that's what makes me so proud of being a part of the town itself. Magic of Christmas event, that was something that was held over at the old Stone House. I had the privilege of being there. That's actually where I met our young friend Jordan, who was here this evening for the first time, and I had gotten his story, what a very special person he is. But the Magic of Christmas is beautiful. If you get a chance, you really want to get to know that area and the history and what was brought about. That's the town history. I actually walked through all the buildings, myself and Joe Perry, took a lot of pictures and really, you know, saw what it was about. And you know, to think about the times that people actually lived in those homes at one point. And we tried really hard to keep the upkeep there, and it's difficult because of the age of the homes, but it's done. I want to thank Terry Appice, who is one of our administrative members, as well as her son, Nick Appice, who works really hard to make it what it looks like today. So I applaud them for all that they do as well. I just want to make mention, I know, you know, most of us are on social media, and sometimes we see things that are on social media. Scratch our head, you know, where did that come from? Why would somebody do, you know, that or say that or whatnot? There was something that was just more recently brought to our attention. It has to do with our snow removal. Myself, it was brought to my attention. I know Council President Perry had gotten an email in reference to it, so I just want to take a moment to address this issue. It's regarding the snow removal. It's my understanding that an individual had been sharing not so much the truth about the snow removal and attaching a fee that the town would be charging if the snow was not removed in a certain amount of time or something.
If the snow was removed within 12 hours, there was a $20 per house fee.
Yeah, there's no such thing. We would never charge to do that, obviously. So I just want to put it out there that if you have any questions, if you see anything that you're unsure of, I believe it's best just to give us a call. Give us a call, we'll give you the truth, we'll let you know what is going on, and we can nix that. It's always best to do that, not to worry about things, just give us a call. We're here, all day, every day, and if you leave a message, we do get back with you. We have email, you can certainly email us with that. So if there's ever any concerns, please reach out to us. That's what we're here for. We work for you as residents. So I want to thank you. I know that was a little long-winded, but I appreciate everybody listening. I want to wish everybody a happy holiday season, Merry Christmas, and Happy New Year. Look forward to seeing everybody next year.
Okay, Michael?
Your turn.
Yesterday, I had the honor of going with the Veterans Advisory Board and 40 students from Birch's school to the Veterans Home in Lyman. Normally, the Veteran Advisory Board gives stockings to the people there. This year, Bob Abbott had talked to the school superintendent and asked if the children could go. And I'll tell you what an event that was. I've never seen so many smiling faces on people where the children went into the rooms, they were handing them stockings, they handed them cards, they were singing carols all day long. So my compliments to the students, but mainly to the Veterans Advisory Board, to getting the students involved with it. I mean, that was one thing that, the last month and a half, starting before Thanksgiving, Washington Township is a very community-oriented place to live because we think about everybody in it. The Chestnut Ridge School, we're making up boxes, meals for people. The Knights of Columbus had cooked meals for people on Thanksgiving. So it makes you proud to be part of the community to see all this going on. And yesterday was the icing on the cake. One of the veterans in there was a Navy vet. He was in a wheelchair. He had a beard. He had a Santa hat on, and he had his beard curled. He went to the beauty parlor that was in there and had a curly beard. It was just phenomenal. So it was good. Cavalry Chapel on 42, the church there. In February, they run a prom. It's called Night to Shine for special needs. I got an email from Janice DePietro, who basically sets all this up. This year, they have 185 guests. And with every guest, there has to be a buddy. Now, this will be the third year that I've done it. They're looking for buddies. They don't have enough buddies for the people. They have 185 that are scheduled to come, and they have a waiting list. So if anybody is interested or you know someone, if you could contact them, go on their website. It's www.cc-gc-org, and under special needs ministry, they have the application and all there. I'll tell you what, this is a phenomenal event. The first year they had it, I went to it. I was a buddy with a young kid that was autistic. I went last year, and I was actually teamed up with, my buddy was, a student that I had driven to work study when I was a school bus driver in Washington Township. So it's a phenomenal night. I summed it up. I had a better time at that prom than my proms that I went to. So it's a real good time, and there's a lot of community involvement. So if you're interested, go out there and reach out and kind of help them out. That's all I have. You have something,
Yes,
right?
I do. We have a special guest here with us this evening. Unfortunately, he fell ill the evening that we honored our veterans, but he's here with us tonight, looking great with his family. Robert Carvelli, would you like to come on up with your family? Thank you for what you did.
The most important question is, did you get to see yourself on the wall? You good?
Thank you very much.
You're welcome.
I know. Come on, no doubt. Good to see you.
I work with Brett.
We're waiting on this baby today.
That's what I heard. Boy or girl?
Little girl.
Oh, awesome. You did great, Dad.
Thank you. Yes, absolutely.
Okay, moving on, we're going to move to our public participation. Please follow the public decorum that was posted, which also has been attached to the public agenda, and limit your comments to 5 minutes. Once you have completed your comments or questions, please take a seat. I will then ask any member of the governing body or their designee if they wish to address your questions or comments. I get a motion to open to the public.
Make that motion?
I'll second.
All in favor?
Aye.
We are now open to the public. Seeing no one running to the podium, can I get a motion to close to the public?
I'll second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Okay. Our next meeting is January 2nd. It's our reorg meeting. So can I get a motion to adjourn?
Make the motion.
Second. All in favor?
Aye.
I wish everybody happy holidays, happy Hanukkah, Merry Christmas, happy Kwanzaa, whatever you celebrate. Festivus if you do too. Happy holidays and a happy New Year, folks. Safe one.